So hi, well, the Good Noise Podcast. I'm Shane,
I'm Glory
and we're here with
Kory,
from
from.
Prince Dad in the Hyena.
yes, and we're gonna have some questions today about their upcoming self-titled album. So congrats on that, by the way. How do you feel about the response to the announcement so far?
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
How are you feeling about the response to the album announcement so far?
So far so good. I'm feeling great.
Hell yeah, the album is very good.
Optimistic.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
album
thank you.
rocks. Mhm.
I didn't even know y'all listened to it. Wow, cool.
We asked for a copy.
Yeah, we did.
Did I give it to you?
No, your
No.
publicist did.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was gonna say, damn, I don't remember that. That's crazy. Okay, cool.
No,
I'm
that's
glad
fine.
you did though.
Yeah,
I'm glad you heard it.
Hell
Cool.
of course. Yeah. So, is there any meaning behind the album being your self-titled and the cover art?
Kind of.
Okay.
As for self-titled, I feel like we kind of just felt like it was kind of like the closest we've gotten to like getting to the bottom of like what is in the DNA of like a Prince Daddy song
Mhm.
to us, and like with all those songs on there. And also it's just kind of, it's the first album, it's the first time like Adam, our new bassist, or not new at this point, but like since right before COVID, it's the first time they recorded on any songs with us. And I feel like since they joined the band, it's been kind of like an unspoken kind of acceptance of like this being like the like forever lineup of like, this is it, you know, like
Mhm.
everyone
Yeah, final form.
everyone's kind of in the zone for the first time. Like there's no like headbutting, there's no like, you know, tug of war or anything with any. It's just kind of, everyone's kind of very stoked to be doing what we're doing, and it feels good. And I feel like that was a crucial part of recording. As far as the cover,
Mhm.
I honestly just thought it kind of looked pretty badass. I was going through like a photo album of just like an old family photo album I found like in my parents' attic or something, and it was something my aunt took of my cousin like 10 years ago on Halloween. And I was already probably like 3 or 4 songs deep into writing the record, and it just looked really scary to me. And the songs I was writing at the time felt really scary to me at the time as well. So just kind of felt like a statement.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Sounds
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
So can you tell us a little bit about your writing process for this album?
I mean, what do you want to know?
Whatever you
Everything.
want to tell us.
I don't know. I guess it was kind of the same as the other record, any other time I write songs, except I guess more, or I feel like last time I wrote a record, I was very calculated. Like I was very worried about being right, if that makes sense. I was very worried about like, I don't even mean that like a shit talking myself way or anything, but just like I was very strict on myself as far as like the editing process of like what makes it and what fits per se, and like what like
Mhm.
I think like I was writing a concept album for writing the sake of a concept album, and I think that has merit on its own, and I do like that. But I think I took a different approach here, and I kind of accidentally wrote a concept album, I think, and it was kind of just like a little more organic and a little bit more stream of consciousness, and not really worried about I would let myself be wrong without editing it out. Like wrong, obviously, in very loose quotation marks,
Mhm.
but like I would let myself like be like wrong for the sake of like exploration, I guess, and not really
Yeah.
not really worry too much about the editing process. I
Mhm.
kind of just like whatever made it, and I didn't really I try not to be like no aspect of like calculate like math equations like on Cosmic Seekers. I was like looking for like different ways to change keys between songs, making sure like these characters have certain lines and certain whatever and stuff. They have like making sure this feeling is getting across. But this time I kind of just crossed my fingers and hoped if I wanted something to get across, it came across, and I'll see on the other side.
I like that. That's very
That's very good. Yeah. So it was like less pressure on yourself. You just kind of did what you wanted to do. And if it happened, it happened. If it didn't, it didn't.
Yeah, cringe method. Just like press send, and then we'll look back at it when it's too late to take it back.
Exactly. There you go.
Well, since you kind of wrote with that in mind, are you already like having second thoughts on any songs on the album, or are you still like pretty confident with everything?
I mean, second thoughts as far as like my own opinion on them.
Yeah.
No, not like I'm definitely more proud of this than I am of anything I've ever done, and I think everyone in the band probably feels that way. But also I feel like I'll probably ideally that's how releasing every record will go. I'll be more proud of. I feel like I probably wouldn't release a record if it wasn't the thing I was most proud of at the time.
For sure.
But as far as being having second thoughts about like whether an audience will like it, hell yeah. I'm having I not only am I having second thoughts, but also it's just like, I guess not second thoughts, because when I was writing, I didn't really think about that at all. I tried to keep that away. I intentionally kept that away. But so I guess first thoughts. I'm having first thoughts and with that, and it's, I don't know, like if we drop a song like when we drop a song like Curly Q, the first one we released, there's a lot of people who aren't really down with Prince Daddy playing a song like that. But that's the music we liked. That's the music we like to listen. I mean, we obviously like we have all the punk songs on there and stuff too, but we like the softer stuff too, man. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Give us a break. Come on. Let's do it.
Curly Q was such like an out of left field song for you guys too. Like even when I heard it the first time, I was like, what in the fuck are they doing? Did they like write an acoustic record? Like what the fuck? So like what was the idea to put that out as like the lead single? Was it to like kind of shock the fans?
Not even shock them. I mean, first of all, I was really proud. Like I wrote that song and I just was really proud of it. Like that's the song I would like show off to like my dad, you know, I would like show my dad that song when I had the demos and stuff. And that was just something I was really proud of. But also I kind of just was like, I guess there's a certain level of like unpredictability I want to maintain for someone who listens to our band, you know, like for our band to our listener, because I think that's what I like in bands. But also I think like I think at least it was my intention. I guess it's possible I failed, but since the beginning of the band, that was always kind of my intention, to be somewhat of like, I want the expectations to be not to be like, to not have any, I guess. Like I would, like in my head, that isn't out of left field for Prince Daddy, because I would like people. I would like to be the band where a fan of the band would expect the unexpected. So I would like for something like that to be kind of like the norm.
That makes sense.
Not an acoustic song, but just a song that I hope people never expect our next record to sound like the one that happened before, because that's never going to happen, I don't think.
That makes sense. Okay.
That's fair. All right. So I want you to tell us your favorite lyric off this album and the meaning behind it.
Oh, goodness. Okay. Damn, y'all were like, this needs to be over by 3, and I feel like half this is going to be me going,
No worries.
Do you edit these?
Yes.
I'm just kidding. You don't have to edit that out. Hold on. I'm not getting distracted, I swear.
No shame. No shame in looking up the lyrics, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm looking up the lyrics right now on Genius because I think they got leaked to genius.com.
Oh my god. That's kind of my comic.
Who'd you send it to that would leak it on fucking Genius?
I honestly don't know.
Or did you put it up there?
I did not. I have to look it up on Genius to find it. Obviously, I didn't do that.
Oh my god.
My favorite, but I feel like there's like so many different answers to this. It was like my favorite. There's like the one that like kind of encapsulates what I think the album is about. There's like, I don't know. I feel like my favorite is not the one I'm going to say. I'm not going to lie. I'm just going to be real with y'all because I like y'all.
Okay.
I'm not going to say my favorite because I don't want to start a conversation about what that one is about.
Okay.
Okay. That's fair. That's fair.
But I really like Adore the Sun. I feel like has my favorite lyrics, probably at least the ones I'm most comfortable and willing to have conversation about right now. Adore the sun, but despise the heat. The regardless of beauty, there's a god awful ugliness they call human consciousness. I am very happy with that one, and it's kind of just about adoring the sun but despising the heat. It's kind of just about like admiring, like acknowledging the beauty in living, but kind of not being able to appreciate it, that admiration as much as you should because of what comes along with that, which is like the overbearing weight of, the human condition. And I was really happy with Adore the Sun but Despise the Heat as a metaphor for that. And I feel like that's kind of what the album is about, I guess.
Yeah, that's a very good lyric.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you.
Of course.
I'm proud of that one.
So how did the track list for the album come about? Did you write the opener be the opener, closer be a closer? Did you shuffle around, see what fits? What was that process like?
I feel like the Adore the Sun I definitely wrote as an intro. But I think that's kind of the only one that like was written with its place in mind.
Okay.
I think otherwise it was just kind of, I had a bunch of songs that kind of were loosely about the same thing, like talking about like mortality and aging and like some kind of like, is fragility a word?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. For the fragility of whatever, like our bodies and our existence or whatever. And I kind of just, honestly, the way I did it was kind of intentionally not having a narrative, because I kind of like want, like I was saying, like as opposed to like Cosmic Thrill Seekers where there's like an actual literal beginning, middle, and end. I thought once the songs were done and stuff, and like kind of realizing it was like kind of conceptually cohesive, I kind of wanted to like do what I could post songwriting to play into the concept that kind of wrote itself. And I feel like honoring that as a concept, which is like, I don't know, fear of dying is like a scary ass, like fear of dying is a big topic. Like you trying to organize something like the thoughts on mortality is like, seems kind of stupid. So like I kind of intentionally like made it feel like some kind of like mess or car accident where like there is never a point in it where there's any sort of like comfort, or you never have time to get settled. Like it feels like whiplash, like a car accident or something, like where there's like soft song, fast song, acoustic song, synth song, like pop song, like minute long song, 9 minute long song. I wanted it to feel as like there's never really more than like 3 minutes where you can like sit down and gain any sense of like, there's nothing that's really familiar for that until the end of the record, until you listen to it a second time.
Yeah,
I respect that.
Wow. Dang. All right.
Actually, Glory, before you go, since Baby Blue made the album, when did the writing process start for the record? Because you put that out like as a demo during the pandemic.
Yeah. I mean, realistically, I started writing songs that made it into this bunch. When the fuck? Hold on, let me look this up actually, because I've been doing a couple interviews a week since we dropped the single, and a question like that always gets asked, and my answer is always,
I don't fucking know.
It started with I do though. I just don't fucking know the I can't remember what fucking year it was.
Yeah.
We got into a fucking car accident, and that was kind of what like spawned. That was like the catalyst for me. Like the P Daddy van got into an accident on the way home from a Roswell Kid tour, and that kind of spawned the like accidental theme of this record.
Yeah.
Of like being scared of dying and shit. And fuck, when was this? Hold on, I gotta look up. I'm looking up a tour flyer right now for my own band. It was Roswell Kid, Prince Daddy.
So that's why the track list, you like wanted to feel like a car accident, because that's kind of the experience that catalyzed the whole writing process.
Right. Yeah. I kind of I felt like it would be to treat these songs like I did with like Cosmic Thrill Seekers songs, and like try to like comfortably organize them in little filing cabinets and stuff. I felt like would be doing a disservice to. Is disservice a word? It is, right?
Yes.
Cool. And it means what I think it is. It means what I think it means, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you're doing fine. Using it right.
Like a disservice to like the concept at hand right now. Like, because I feel like there's just like trying to organize that and like make it sit comfortably in a neat little package seems like kind of silly and like a shitty way to present that, because it's I don't know, like the smartest people in the fucking world can't even like comprehend what that is, you know? I don't know. And I'm fucking dumb as bricks.
Don't sell yourself short.
Yeah.
I can't fucking find it, but it was like, I don't know, maybe like 2018, early 2018 probably. We were on our way back from a tour, and we were in a blizzard, and we got into a car accident, totaled the van. We all got a little fucked up. Our merch guy Lewis got really fucked up. No one died, thankfully, but you know, the sense of urgency was definitely there. And it was just like, it was my first time like as an adult, like kind of like being slapped in the face with like, yeah, dude, like you got a fragile little body out here. Like these things aren't forever. And I was like, damn, that kind of sucks. It's kind of scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an actual reality check. It's
yes,
awful.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So how do you recommend your fans to listen to this album for the first time? Should they play it in the car with friends, dark with headphones on? Should they blast at a party? What do you personally recommend?
I guess headphones, but I also would say that probably to any record, not even of my own, but just in general. I mean, there's definitely like a lot of definitely headphones with this one specifically, I guess, because there's definitely a lot of fun little. This was like our first time really having time and the comfort of like everyone being like best friends, including like the producer and the engineer and stuff, where we really just like we recorded it. This is our first record we ever recorded like live, like as a band, like together in a room. Usually we track it all separately. So that obviously is a quicker process because we don't have to record all the bass and then record all the drums and record all the guitars. We were just like, as far as like the band, the guitars, the bass, the drums, that was all like, it's recorded in a room together. That's a take. And so we had so much extra time in the studio, and like we set up after we recorded live in like the actual like bare bones guitar, bass, drums when we recorded live was at an actual like studio called the Barbershop, which is fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
We got all that done like in a week, like the actual like band stuff. And then we all like the band plus our manager, our friend Lewis, our friend Dom, and Scoops, who is producing it, and probably other people. It was like a party. We got like an Airbnb in the middle of like the mountains in like Western New York,
mm-hmm.
and kind of made a makeshift studio there for 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And that was like the bulk of like the creative, like there's like I did all the vocals there. I did like synths. We like did like fun guitar, like overdub effects and stuff. We like actually got like, that was the creative part of the production for me at least.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas like before it was like more of the performance, like getting down a tight performance. When we got to the Airbnb, we were just trapped up in the mountains, like just Scoops brought his entire like studio setup, his laptop, I mean his computer, his speakers, and his whole outboard gear, and we just wake up and just try things and fuck around, and just kind of like, I don't know, play with synths all day and then get drunk and then play with synths again. Like it was like, this is a dream come true.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So it's like there's definitely, and there's also like stuff like that we think of like that we try like a lot of like in Curly Q, for example, if you listen with headphones, you can hear the literal like original demo is in the background playing the entire time under it.
Oh,
pitched up a couple octaves.
Yeah.
And that's just there the entire time. Like stuff like that you probably would only hear in headphones. I think it's kind of makes it special for me at least.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I love that a lot.
So this question should be super, super quick off the top of your head. I want you to describe this album for new listeners in 3 words, no more, no less.
Scary but true.
That's very good. Yeah,
that's perfect.
Cool.
So in the same, I guess, range, is there a certain feeling or emotion you want this album to invoke in your listeners?
Uncertainty. Yeah. I feel like this is the first time when I wrote a record where the primary focus is the question instead of like the answer, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Like I feel like there's no part of this that like reaches any kind of conclusion or there's no real mission statement or anything I'm trying to say. Like it's just like really focusing on asking instead of like answering. Whereas before I feel like I very much like was trying to like get to the bottom of something or like figure out an answer or something. I don't think that was, not only did I not get one, but I don't even think that ever crossed my mind to like even attempt to when writing these songs or anything. It was still therapeutic, like all my like writing songs is for me, but I don't think there was ever like, I need this to fix me and I need to find out what anything means, because that's just silly.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. So what is your favorite memory that you made while creating this album?
I don't know. I guess the entire like the recording process for this record was kind of like legitimately a dream because like we did like the real studio thing, stayed there, like had like access to a bunch of like expensive ass mics and shit.
Yeah, Barbershop is cool.
Barbershop is so fucking cool. All my friends were there, like other friends who weren't staying there would like come visit and like do little day trips and come. And then when that week was over and we had like the bare bones of all the songs, going to, I feel like the real highlight for me was going to the Airbnb. It kind of just So we had, and I guess actually there is one night that sticks out as my favorite memory. They're just good vibe, and there's nothing even magnificent about it. The vibes were just good. We hired a engineer for the first half of recording in at the barbershop, but we weren't going to have him work with us at Kadoja because it was just like, it's more the creative side of things, less of the like technical stuff. And I feel like it just wouldn't have been worth having an engineer. No one did, not me, but we didn't feel it. And we met him for the first time. It was Scoops' friend, but P Daddy met him for the first time, first day at barbershop. And we just became really, really tight. Like immediately, all of us became like best friends with him. He was mad funny. We all becoming really close. And he came up to the Airbnb, the second half of recording, for one night. Just him and his partner came just like to hang out and see how everything was going with the record. And I just remember that night being specifically good vibes because we didn't record any music. We all just like literally just got drunk and listened to music and like straight up like danced. Like Daniel, our drummer, was like literally like flipping knives and shit. Just like he had fucking knives in both hands, just flipping them, doing dance moves, throwing knives and shit. I was like, damn,
this is crazy. Yeah. This is crazy.
Wow.
I'm feeling this right now.
Hell yeah.
Daniel's throwing knives.
You know it's
crazy.
a party.
Exactly.
This is happening right now.
Love that. Hell yeah.
Perfect. So for this question, I want you to picture you're on tour. You're at a gas station for a rest stop. You're going in. What is your snack of choice?
I like these. I have this answer is so easy for me. I don't know if you know, but the Snyder's pretzel, like Snyder's of Hanover or whatever.
Yeah.
Company, they have these little pretzel nuggets that are mustard flavored.
Oh,
honey mustard. They're honey mustard, like they have a honey mustard little coating on them. It's Snyder's, right? That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Honey mustard things. In the van, we call them schnitzers. I think it's like a mix of Snyder's and honey mustard somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting the bag of schnitzers. Yeah, I like schnitzers a lot.
Perfect.
That's great.
That's great. That's great.
So on the topic of food, if the band was a dish, what dish would the band be and why?
I feel like I have the dish, but I don't have the why. I feel like the dish in my head, first thing that comes to mind, is Easy Mac.
Okay.
But
is that just because you guys eat that a lot on tour?
Honestly, I have never.
Yeah.
I've never, I just feel like that is Easy Mac, and the why will remain a mystery.
All right.
Okay. It kind of makes sense.
Myself as well. It's a mystery.
Yeah.
It's a mystery to everyone.
Yeah. So for the last couple questions, we're going to shift away from music, if that's okay with you. Perfect. So if you could switch lives with any celebrity, who would it be and what would you do?
We're testing these new questions out on you.
Yeah.
I like that. I would be Billy Joe Armstrong, and I would take Prince Daddy and the Hyena on tour.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That makes sense. Would it be a co-headliner, or would you guys open, or would Green Day be opening for you?
Green Day would open. Yeah.
That's good.
That makes sense. Yeah.
So if you could have lunch with any celebrity or artist, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
Billy Joe Armstrong. So I'm gonna take Prince Daddy and the Hyena on tour.
Do you like Green Day at all, or is this just like you just want Green Day to take you on tour?
I fucking love Green Day.
Okay,
good.
Yeah, they're literally the reason I'm here right now.
Love that. All right,
good. Green Day's good.
Yes.
All right. So for this last question, I want you to picture the band's in a horror movie. Who would be the first one to die, and who would make it to the end?
I would be the first person to die.
Why? And how?
I mean, well, the how greatly depends on what movie we're in here.
I'm trying to. Which one's the one with the guy who basically like teleports? You can't kill him.
Myers, Jake.
Yeah.
How would I die? I would die from. I was running away from Jason or Michael Myers, and then I tripped on a rug and I broke my neck.
Wait, so the guy wouldn't even kill you? You just
I mean, he was trying, but I died accidentally before he got to me. Yeah.
Okay.
And the person who makes it out easily is fucking Daniel, without question. He's the only person. He's the protagonist in that movie.
Okay. That
Yeah.
makes sense.
Like he's like the equivalent of the final girl.
All right.
I love that.
So, as Kory said, that's all the questions we have today. Is there anything that you would like to plug?
We have a new record that's out right now, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep, it'll be
out right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's out.
Congratulations!
Go listen to it. Yeah, congrats.
Yeah.
Thank you. And we are currently on tour, and I'm not at my parents' house right now because we're on tour.
It's a green screen.
Yep.
Yeah, it is.
I have my parents' house set up back here, so it looks more authentic.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Mom. Hey, Dad.
All right. Well, thank you for sound. That's been Kory from Prince Daddy and the Hyena, and we have been the Good Noise Podcast.